So I've been listening to Dr. Hanan Bushkin's, I think it's like his 4th episode of his new podcast, Everything is Going to Be Okay. And he's got a guest on for the very first time, and it's Nina Hastie. And this is like probably one of the most succinct, brilliant ways of explaining, go back to the metaphor of the fire, of what we need to put on our fire for this well-being to flourish. But take a listen to this. It's so brilliantly put. Listen.
You know, a lot of people come to you and they're like, you know, I went to Hanan and all he made me do was my goals and my values and my mission and whatever. Like, I need a therapist. I need a therapist. I don't need someone to give me goals and visions. And I'm always laugh because this is my other best friend. I'd had a conversation with her and she's like, I don't need goals and visions. And this was like 5 years ago. And now she's like, you know, I just did my goals and visions and it's really helping me with my stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. So what you're doing is you're establishing a framework for managing your self-esteem, and your self-esteem is possibly one of the biggest factors on your mental health.
Yes.
So your environment is the biggest influencing factor on your self-esteem, and your self-esteem is one of the biggest factors on your mental health.
Yes.
You need to structure a system. We're building you a user manual for you, right? Hanan, when I don't use my user manual that we've created for me, and I start just doing life willy-nilly, that's when I fall apart. But I need to maintain my Nina Hastie, born in 1983, in Pretoria, user manual, with all the shit that comes with that.
Right.
And this user manual she speaks about really is driven, and specifically in Hanan's conversation and spaces, and you've seen versions of this, but it really is driven by what are the goals, what are the visions, what are the virtues, the values, how am I working towards those? And then those define the behaviors, which in turn fire up the self-esteem, which in turn fires up the mental well-being, the happier, less depressed, less anxious version of yourself. So today, something to think about. What are the goals? What are the values? What do the visions look like? What categories do they look like? Do we know them? Do we work towards them? Because without them, I don't think that fire burns in any way. Something to think about.